Welcome to the show. Before we get started,
Okay, yeah.
let me take out the time to pay our condolences to the family, friends of legendary running back Gale Sayers, number 40 for Chicago Bears. One of the youngest, he was the youngest player to ever be inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame at age 34. Played 7 seasons with the Chicago Bears. And we want to take our time to pay our condolences, first and foremost, to the family of Gale Sayers, to the fans, and to the Bears organization.
Now, we also want to thank the angel in the spirit of Gale Sayers for being with us today, because this is another game we probably should have lost. But due to Gale Sayers and some heroic
Spirit of Gale Sayers.
Yes, the spirit of Gale Sayers and the heroics. Can we say heroics of Nick Foles? Can we put Nick Foles in heroics?
we could call it that.
Okay.
We could call it the heroics of Nick Foles and the emergence of Nick Foles. We can call it a lot of things, but most definitely it's a damn comeback win. Another comeback win.
This was second one of the season, so 2 out of 3. So we will take it. But I got questions and I got concerns.
Well, there are actually 2 comeback wins. Last week's win against the Giants was just a close call.
Right. 2 out of 3. The Lions, we came back. And then, so 2 out of 3. But yeah, I got questions and I got concerns, and I need you to explain to me the thing, because I don't know. I just throw my hands up.
It's all based on opinion, Penn. And all I can say is, as we were watching the game, we saw some things that we didn't like. Mitch Trubisky got pulled today. And at that point, offensively, he had made the biggest play of the game with his feet.
Yep.
He rushed 45 yards, got him into the red zone, deep into the red zone, on an opportunity for himself to throw a touchdown pass. And later on, he got pulled. Now, we didn't know why. We was saying that he was probably holding the ball. I know I felt like he was holding the ball a little too long.
But at the point he got pulled, we both felt like he didn't do nothing to get pulled.
Yeah, other than throw that pick.
Right. Okay.
Because he got pulled immediately
And
after
right
the
after
pick.
the pick, he got pulled. Yeah.
So much so that from that moment on, he affected everything we doing. When they made that call,
Whole show
Matt
changed.
Nagy made that call, everything changed for us.
Yeah.
We watching the game, everything changed for us. We going into this like, okay, I always felt like Atlanta was going to give him a chance. Now I felt like Atlanta 0-2, losing is contagious. Somewhere down the line, they're going to give you an opportunity to win the game, or they're going to lose, do something to lose the game.
The Falcons gonna falcon. That's what they did.
They end up, the bird didn't fly. The bird landed too early. But I still didn't see the Mitch Foles pull. I mean, I didn't see the Mitch Trubisky pull when they made it happen. When he made the call, I didn't see it. But, like I say, Mitchell Trubisky finished his day 13 for 22, 13 passes, for 22 attempts, 128 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown, and a big play with his legs, 45 yards. Then he threw the pick. And then Matt Nagy went and made the move on the next series. And we were both wondering why. And I like to say we kind of figured out why. I did see some things from Nick Foles that Trubisky was probably incapable of doing. He made his reads quicker.
Agreed.
He hit some guys that we thought was open on some similar plays.
Agreed.
Like the underneath stuff just to keep the chains moving. And then he started moving the ball down the field. This is the vision that Matt Nagy probably had for his offense. But in all fairness, Mitchell Trubisky did the same thing in week 1.
Exactly. And in all fairness, at the time when they made the substitution to go to Nick Foles, the Bears' record was 2-0. It was still more than a quarter and a half of the game left to be played. The defense was playing terrible. Mitch wasn't playing bad. I can't say he was playing well or lights out. He was playing. He was playing. And he got pulled after the interception. So I didn't see the reason. Now, he got saved. I think Matt Nagy got saved from a lot of criticism because they came back and won this game. Because he had a lot of questions to answer. I mean, we listened to the, WBBM we listened to the game on. They didn't know why it was going on. I'm sure Fox didn't know why it was going on. Nobody knows why that happened. So I need somebody to explain to me. If I'm Mitch, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I might think so. Emotionally, yes. In the moment, if you should be pissed because you're a competitor. You should be pissed. But I believe, and I'm happy with the win.
Yeah.
And see, this the thing. You got Bear fans that pull for Mitch. You got Bear fans that pull for
I pull for
Foles.
the Bears.
I pull for the Bears. Now, I did see Foles make some plays that Mitchell Trubisky haven't been able to. I've seen him make some throws. I've seen the accuracy. I've seen it all.
He throws a better ball, hands down.
Hands down, throw a better ball. Now, like I said, back when we previewed this season, I felt like both of them will eventually play a role in this season, win or lose.
Right.
And we 3 weeks in, we are 3-0, 13 more of these things we want to go, okay? Okay, the stakes going to get much bigger coming up real soon. Matter of fact,
2 weeks.
The national spotlight is about to come in 2 weeks.
Yep.
You win one more game, it's there. It's on this way.
Because you know what you're going to be looking at? You're going to be looking at the rematch of the Super Bowl quarterbacks when Foles was on the Eagles and he beat Tom Brady.
Time.
They both on new teams.
Prime time. Either way it go. Win, lose, or draw next week. We got the Colts coming in.
Right.
This is a big game from a national perspective. Storyline, I can hear it all. But nothing's going to be more important to us as fans to understand why the move was made. And that's not a question me or you can answer. We have to kind of wait and see. I'm pretty sure all week long, getting ready for the Colts, you're going to hear why the move was made. Then, what's next? You think Nick Foles is going to start the next game? I think Nick Foles is going to start the next game.
Yeah.
I feel good about the quarterback position either way.
I ain't gonna say the quarterback position is the problem. Right now, our problem is the defense.
Yes.
Our defense is not playing up to their ability.
Yeah.
That's the problem right now. Because what was the score? 26-10 when they pulled it.
Yeah.
If the defense doing what they supposed to do, they don't get that penalty when they got the turnover.
You get a big turnover, they get the ball right back, come down and score a touchdown. That changed the complexion of the game right there. You know. And speaking of that, I wanna take our time to personally give a shout out to my man Chris Taylor. Chris hit me up immediately after this game was over. And to all of you guys watching the game, Chris said, "This the last you gonna see of Mitchell Trubisky."
His words.
That's Chris' words. One of the Taylor boys. Shout out to you, Chris. Steven and Greg Taylor. Alright? Now, but that's what Chris said. This is it for Nick Foles. Okay?
For Trubisky.
For Trubisky.
Yeah,
he said this is it.
Yeah.
This is it for Trubisky. You've seen the end of Mitchell Trubisky playing quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Because he seemed to think the offensive line played better as well with Foles out there.
But did they?
I mean,
he just wasn't holding the
I
ball.
I think he got rid of the ball a little quicker.
Exactly.
I mean, Charles Leno's still out there.
Right. He wasn't holding the ball as long, but he still was getting hit. I mean, on the game-winning touchdown pass, he got hit, took down to the turf. When he first came in, he got hit a few times. So, did he play? I mean, did the offensive line play better, or was he just making his reads quicker than Mitch was?
Look, the bottom line is, I just think that sooner or later, I mean, we're going to need both of these guys to get it done. I don't think we've seen the last of Mitch. And the problem with that is, if we see Mitch again, what he had learned from this situation. What will he learn from this situation here? I mean, he's never had the opportunity to sit behind a guy and actually see somebody do it better. He's been pushed into the role. He had to play behind
Mike Glennon.
Okay? This is the first time in his career in 4 years that he had an opportunity to sit back and learn. So me and you both agree that Nick Foles is going to get the start next week.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, how can you go back to Mitch after Nick that just brought you back and you won, and for whatever reason you pulled Mitch? Like, he didn't have a chance to show you nothing that he should be back in the starting role, right?
Well, just the thing. The element of Mitch is obviously what he can do with his feet when things break down.
Like on that 45 yard.
Like on the 45 yard rush down to the deep in the red zone, down to the 4 yard line. But that's the best part of his game. Foles showed you the best part of his game, which was he knows the offense, got rid of the ball quick. I mean, there's some good and some bad in this. It's still a lot of questions to be asked. Will Matt Nagy give up on the run game? I mean, and then we had Tariq Cohen go down today.
That was huge, and we know, seeing him getting carted off, so we know there's probably a good chance he's not back next week. Now we don't know how serious the injury is, but I mean that was your second string back. So now we gonna see Cordell Roll, Patterson more, and are we gonna see your boy? Are we gonna see Ryan Nall?
I want to see Ryan Nall get an opportunity to run the football.
I think
Octavius Pierce is on the practice squad. Call him up, give Ryan an opportunity, and I got 2 weeks to see Ryan Nall produce, because if not, we need to go sign somebody.
They probably gonna sign somebody this week, and your boy might end up getting cut, because I didn't even see him on the field today.
Ryan Nall?
Yeah, I'm sure he was out there on
special teams, and I need him to do. We're not that good at running back to the point we can have a
special
guy
team
playing
run back,
teams, holding their position.
Yeah.
That dude has to contribute to the position. Bottom line is, this wasn't a running game. This wasn't that type of game. We had to throw the ball. We seen Nick Foles do well. We seen him win a football game. We've seen a couple questionable. He could have had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
because you had 1 intercepted and 1 dropped in the end zone. So I mean, clearly he played well enough to come back. Mitch Trubisky gets a chance to sit behind him and watch, and we're gonna see. The one thing we kept hearing about Nick Foles throughout this whole process was he's been a great teammate. He's been a great teammate. This is Mitch's turn to be a great teammate.
Did Mitch look like he's been a great teammate today? Because it was disappointment, obviously, on his face.
I did see disappointment on his face, but in the moment, I can understand it. You should be pissed. Your competitive nature, your competitive juices should always be flowing. But now we got to win. Team got to win. It's time to go back to the drawing board. What can he gain from this experience? That's the question. And it's only going to take weeks of film, weeks of practice, and Nick Foles had to stay healthy.
Oh yeah, because that ain't never been his history to be able to complete the season. That's his biggest knack. I mean, he went to Jacksonville. He got a big deal going to Jacksonville, and he ain't make it through a season.
Well, he got hurt the first game of the season.
Came back and they pulled him from Minshew.
Came back and then they pulled him from Minshew at the end of the season. But that's we not here. We in the present. Okay, having an opportunity to see both quarterbacks 3 weeks into the season, I think is from a fan's perspective, it's great because we didn't get a preseason. We get a chance to see both of those guys, one of the most noticeable positions on the team, the most highly profile position on the team. So much going into this position with bringing in Foles and spending the money and not opting in on Mitch. So as a fan, we got a chance to see what we got at the quarterback position. I feel good about it either way.
I mean, they if you break it down, they both 1-1. They both got comeback victories.
Yeah.
Mitch got one, Foles got one. We tied.
Hey, and Mitchell, if you could go back and look at Mitchell Trubisky's victory over the Lions, what was the final stats on that?
I'll give it to you.
You got Cordell Patterson.
20 out of 36, 242, 3 touchdowns. Versus
what was that again?
20 out of 36, 242, 242 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Final score 27-23 versus the Detroit Lions.
Okay, so that's Mitch's comeback victory.
Yeah, and then you want Foles?
Foles' comeback victory was 16 for 29, 188 yards, 3 touchdowns and interception.
In a quarter and a half of work.
A quarter and a half of work. With not having a preseason, I mean, and being 3-0 at this point, and you've seen both quarterbacks. I think the biggest improvement's got to come on the defense now. The pressure's on the defense now.
Because they're supposed to be a top 5 defense.
We talked about this week. You can't come out of the locker room after halftime
and give up a touchdown.
15 minutes of rest, and you come out and give up 7. You can't do that.
And didn't they have a costly penalty to keep that drive going?
Most definitely did. They came out, got a turnover, and then on that turnover, got a fumble, recovered the fumble, and ended up getting a penalty on the same play. But defense got to play better. Defense got to play better because at the end of the day, you got to have good quarterback play. But I don't give a damn what you say. The defense still supposed to be the best aspect of this team. I don't see a top 5 defense yet.
I see individuals that play good on the defense. Like Khalil played good today. Akeem Hicks played good today. I pointed out Buster Screen. I thought he played well today.
Trevathan got in there on some.
Yeah.
He made a couple plays under all the criticism he's had.
But as a unit,
you got to come away with that turnover because that changes the whole game. That changes that game. That changes the game for everybody. Because when Matt Nagy made the decision to go to Nick Foles, I mean, it was a lot on the line at that point. And everybody had to make that adjustment. And I think they answered the bell. Nick Foles led the way, and the defense followed. My man Chris Taylor said the defense played well. He said the defense played with more confidence in his opinion. Once Nick Foles got injected.
Is he coming on the show?
Oh hell yeah! Hopefully so. This guy, Chris, man, he know the game real well from a defensive perspective. So we got to bring him on. My boy Chris Taylor, we got to bring him on. One of the Taylor-made boys. We got to bring him on one day. But look, bottom line is, man, the defense got to play better. We need them to play better. We beat the Falcons today.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Calvin really looked good against us, but we won the game. I mean, and what more can you ask for?
They 0-3 for a reason.
0-3 for a reason because losing is contagious. And with the Bears, apparently, I guess winning is contagious because they done figured out a way to win 3 games.
Right.
We 3-0
right.
with 3 question marks. We still got a lot to figure out. Nick Foles, can't say it enough. Got to stay healthy. Mitch Trubisky got some things. He got to sit back now and wait and see if he can get an opportunity. Hey, I hope like hell they don't give up on the running game because I believe Nick Foles is going to need it just as much as Trubisky.
I hope the game plan is more like week 2 versus the Giants. I swear I do. Because I don't want to see Nick Foles throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game. I don't, even though he throws a better ball. But, hey, let's defense, run the game, win the game.
Hey, Nick Foles, when he was in Philly, a lot of people don't remember, and they probably didn't even know this. They had the 3rd leading rushing attack in the league.
Mm-hmm. They had LeGarrette
Blunt, a bruiser.
Yep. Jay Ajayi.
Jay Ajayi. Look, man, they got to run the ball. The Bears still got to run the damn football is the bottom line. I hope they don't get pass happy and start running the Arena Football League offense. you know,
A-Rob had 10 catches today.
A-Rob was what?
10 for 123 and a touchdown.
Hey, I think he get paid. I think A-Rob gets paid.
I just hope he get a haircut.
After seeing what happened, and that was an interesting dude he had today. I ain't never seen that one before. But if A-Rob catch a few more balls, we may see a few more guys with a haircut. You know, he get paid this week. Now this is the thing. Tariq Cohen goes down a week after getting paid. A-Rob come out, 10 catches, 123 yards for a touchdown. He needs to get paid in 48 hours.
I hope so.
He needs to get paid because Tariq just got paid last week. At any given time,
you can go down.
And this is the reason why he needs to get paid. Because I believe I think he'll play better once he think he got that thing locked up. He made a hell of a play. Nick Foles built chemistry with them guys relatively quickly after, a couple drives.
Then he was on.
And then it was on. We got a chance to see what he could do with no preseason. I can't say enough. That's why this was big. We got a chance to see both quarterbacks.
Shout out to Jimmy Graham. He had a good game today. Minus that fumble.
Hell yeah.
Minus the fumble. Well, he had a good game.
Yeah.
Six catches.
It was a fumble that didn't get away from us though, because I think
Anthony Miller
picked that up. But hey man, he found matchups.
Yeah.
He got 3 touchdowns. All of them looked the same. That's why he was brought to Chicago to score points in the red zone.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He made a big catch in the game where he ended up having a fumble that was recovered by Anthony Miller. But man, up to this point, he got 3 touchdown passes, and that seems like it's just straight up, I'm bigger than you.
And I'm going you can't get it.
Throw it to the pipeline, I'm gonna go get it, and you can't do nothing about it. That's what they brought him in for. 3 weeks in, you can't argue with Jimmy Graham's production.
And when we did our pre-season show, I was kind of wondering what he had left. But this dude, 3 touchdowns in 3 weeks. Can't argue with that.
Hey, I don't know what he finished up with the last year with the Green Bay Packers.
His numbers was going down. They went down for the last 3 years.
But it's pretty obvious that the Bears are relying more on him more heavily. I believe the Bears are asking him to do more than Seattle asked him to do, and the Packers asked him to do in the last.
When he was in Seattle, I thought he was washed. After he had left New Orleans and went to Seattle, I thought it was over with.
But see, this the thing. When you're not asked to do certain things, your opportunities start to go away from you, so you don't get the opportunities. But now, the Bears obviously asking him, man, we need you to make these plays. Yeah. And he's making the plays. I mean, he's making the plays. I'm satisfied with his production up to this point. Bottom line is, offense got to find the chemistry. Is it Foles for the rest of the season? Maybe. He got to prove he can stay healthy. Then defense got to play better. In the running back room, we just lost Cohen.
Right.
So now, Ryan All got to step up. Octavius Pierce on the practice squad, maybe we call him up. Is it any way possible we can get Lil Rub on the field? Riley Ridley? Can we get Riley Ridley on the field? Ted Ginn he still looks pretty fast, but I don't know if he's making that big of an impact.
He had 1 catch for 29 yards today.
Yeah, and I think he caught that pass from Foles.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna scratch Ted Ginn because I believe he's gonna make some plays down the stretch. But I really would like to see Riley really get an opportunity to get on the field. Darnell Mooney, as well as he played up to this point, he dropped a touchdown pass, I believe, didn't he?
No, he didn't drop. It was right by the end zone. He should have catch it.
Yeah, it was deep in the red zone. And you know what? He caught it, but he wasn't able to pull it in. The defender made a hell of a play.
So
he didn't let him bring it to his body. But, Darnell Mooney, I'm satisfied with his play up to this point. I mean, I didn't see that coming. Mo Mooney. That's all I can say. I mean, Mo Mooney. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Riley Ridley get an opportunity, hopefully. 13 weeks left. 3-0. Colts coming in.
We'll take it.
I'll take it, man.
We'll take it.
I mean, we've been on the edge of our seats for 3 weeks now.
Something Brown, they're going to have to send us some more cases.
Hey, something Brown, man. After a victory like today, you most definitely got to take a sip. You most definitely got to
You
take
see, I done took several, so.
Look at man. 3-0, man. Like I said, I'll take it. But it's got to get better. I would like to see the Bears close out the game in the victory formation. On special teams, kneeling. Hopefully we can get a kneel down
Next
this
week. Okay.
against the Colts. A victory with a kneel down. And not so much the defense on the field trying to keep the other team out the end zone.
Yeah.
Man,
Listen. We 3-0. And I will drink the 3-0. I'll drink the 3-0. Shout out to Cutter Pac-Man, Moo Hudson, as you affectionately call him. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Dale. They was texting me during the game. Shout out to you guys. We gotta have y'all on the podcast sooner than later. We will get y'all in here. Chris Taylor. And you got to come see us because you were saying some things I did not agree with today. So you got to come see us on the show, baby. So watch the game podcast. Chicago Bears bear down 3-0. We'll holler at y'all next time.